Welcome back to the Whiskey Couch here in sunny South Africa. My name is GUSTAV MULLER and this is Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 88 if I'm not mistaken. 85, 86, 87, 88, 88, around about there. And I'm a bit sad today because this is the last Glendronach in this series that I'm doing on Glendronach whiskies. This is one of my favorite distilleries, favorite whiskies, and I enjoyed doing this series very, very much. 3 or 4 days ago when I did the Revival 15-year-old, I gave some background information on the distillery and where it is situated. So I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to jump straight to this whiskey, Glendronach 20-year-old. Bottled specifically for the private barrel company here in South Africa. It is a single cask bottling, bottled at cask strength. So on the bottle it says here, bottle number 369 of 688. So only 688 bottles of this whiskey ever bottled, and it was cask number 3271 for the private barrel company here in South Africa, bottled at 49.9% alcohol by volume. And of course here in South Africa the majority of the whiskey bottles is 75 centiliters, 750 ml bottles. At the time when this was still available, it sold for around 1,500 rand. Now that translates to about, what would that be? It's about 100 pounds. So it'll be $120 more or less. Very sought after bottling from the Glendronach distillery. I've already poured the jam a little bit earlier just to let it stand and let it breathe. Wonderful. You can see the dark brown sherry color. 49.9% alcohol by volume. Stewed plums and dates. Cinnamon and a little bit of black pepper, dark chocolate and molasses. It's quite soft for a 49.9% alcohol by volume, and the rich sherry. One of the giants from the Glendronach distillery. 20 years matured exclusively in PX, Pedro Jimenez sherry casks from Spain. So it's a little bit different than the 16-year-old Platinum, which was matured in the Oloroso sherry casks. I prefer the PX sherry cask if I can choose between the two. Non-chill filtered, natural color. Sherry bomb at 49.9% ABV, mouth coating, full bodied, rich sherry flavors, spicy and sweet. Dried plums, roasted coffee, dark chocolate, fruitcake, Christmas spices. It is just an absolute delight. The bitterness of the dark chocolate is bringing that balance that you want. This is an excellent whiskey. If I have to score this one, I can actually put a few more drops because of the 49% alcohol by volume. But this whiskey for me will be a 94 out of 100 whiskey. If few drops of water there. You can see the oiliness in the glass. Raisins and sherry bursting to the surface with a few drops of water. What a delight. It is just smoother, even more smooth with a few drops of water. If I have to summarize what's going on here in this glass, Glendronach 20-year-old for the private barrel company. Sherry, fruitcake, chocolate in a nutshell. And yet another bottling that clearly shows why Glendronach is getting more and more famous out there. 1,500 Rand when it was still available. And if you want to pair this fantastic whiskey with a food snack, then I would recommend to connect with the chocolate notes in the flavor profile. The rich fruitiness, anything that will go with that is what you can use. So a rich chocolate pudding will be an excellent choice. It'll be like sherry and dessert. Something a little bit lighter, then you go for these date balls. A simple piece of fruit cake, Christmas cake or fruit cake, or a beef fillet steak with a chocolate sauce. Now that is a very interesting one, and I've tried it, and I must tell you, it is divine. Crystallized plum covered in chocolate, or a date bar cookie and dates bar. But for today I have chosen, now here in South Africa we call this a pancake, and it is filled with rich chocolate mousse and then drizzled with a dark chocolate sauce. But in Europe and in the US I know this is called a crepe with chocolate mousse inside, but we call it here a pancake. And what the guys in America call a pancake, we call something else. What is it called here again? A flapjack. So I'm going to try this, a crepe filled with chocolate mousse and drizzled with chocolate sauce. Oh boy. I can hear music at the moment. I can hear music with this pairing. 4.5 out of 5, even maybe a 5 out of 5 pairing. Chocolate filled pancake or crepe with Glendronach 20-year-old whiskey. What a fantastic experience. Thank you for watching. remember to share this with your friends, and I will see you again tomorrow for the next whiskey tasting and food pairing review. Sláinte.